Okay. Hey, everybody. Raymond here from R. Hatfield Photography, and we're here with Jessica.
Hello.
So today, this is our first indie wedding vendor showcase, and today we are at Sophia's Bridal. Look at all these dresses behind us. Like this really cool flower wall. I love that thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our favorite too.
So let's go ahead and get started. Why don't you tell me who you are and what we do?
So I'm Jessica Lineberry, and I am the owner here at Sophia's Bridal. So I purchased the business January 14, so 4 years now, but we've been in business for 10. So we moved here to this location last October. So we've been in a little more than a year now, and we're just loving all the space. We went from 3,000 square feet to 10,000 square feet.
Oh my gosh.
And we got to this was an old post office, been empty for 30 years. So we bought the post office, completely renovated and restored it, and brought it to this beautiful place. So yeah.
Well, you've definitely done a number, and the renovations are like, I would never have guessed that it's a post office.
Thanks.
I feel like there's a lot of places where you can walk into it and see that it was clearly something else, and this is not the case. This is very nice and upscale. Did the post office have all these like big giant windows as well?
They did.
Wow.
Okay, this is the life of a small business owner, but the mail lady's at the door. So once
Oh,
let me
okay.
grab this, open it for her real fast.
Yeah, we got mail.
Get a little tour of this thing.
Yeah, sure. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these dresses. Obviously, Sophia's Bridal has a ton of dresses. Dresses. Let me see how high I can get this camera. They're everywhere. It's packed. And they have this little cool showcase room over here. Come check this out. Where, as a bride, you can come and try on your dress and see yourself from all these different angles. So that's super cool. This is fun. Okay, Jessica's back. Okay, so I love the introduction. This is a beautiful space. Like I said, I never would have guessed that this is a post office. You know, one thing I find with brides is that they're really looking to add personality and something unique to their wedding day. So what can a bride do to make her wedding dress unique and add personality to her?
So that's probably our favorite part about being involved with wedding dresses. A lot of our designers do custom things, so we can add straps, change a neckline. We have like a mix and match, which is like a top and a bottom, and you can pick the top that you want with the bottom and have a custom dress rated. So
that's cool.
That's obviously one way to be really creative and have your own personality. We also have over 300 dresses in the store, so if you can't find one that fits your personality, well, I challenge you to not find one. We can pretty much find everything. We have super traditional, we have really cool boho, different looks. We have some less traditional churchy type wedding dresses that look great on the beach. We have just a huge variety of dresses that can really fit any sort of personality, but we always are adding belts and veils, and you can just do so much to make it different than what the person who wore it before you tried it on. Yeah. So, yeah.
What would you say is a pretty common way to either upgrade or not upgrade, just personalize the dress?
A lot of really simple things make a huge difference. Like a little belt can make a big difference on a dress. Obviously, we have veils, so you could get like a full lace veil. You could get a veil with some sparkle around the edge, or really simple long veil that's gonna like fly in the wind. Yeah. Those are really simple things that don't require like custom work to add personality for sure.
Perfect. That was a great little tip right there.
Thanks.
So what is the process of picking out a gown?
So here at Sophia's, we love to really like create relationships with our brides and their families. So you come in, make an appointment, come in. We get to sit down with you and talk for a little bit about what your vision is for your wedding, what your personality is, what you're looking for, your budget, all that stuff. Then you get to walk through all the dresses, touch them, feel them, see what you love, and our stylists help you pick out 3 to start with that kind of really fit what you're saying you want and look like. You can bring pictures, that's always helpful, but just come open-minded because the pictures don't always look how you think they might look on you.
Of course.
And you may just fall in love with something totally different if you're open to that. So you'll start picking out 3 to 4 to start with. We'll take them back to the fitting rooms. We'll take them back to the fitting rooms and get started. Our stylists work one-on-one with you the whole time so that you can really see what you're liking and not liking, and then we know the dresses so well that if you're like, oh, I love how this one fits but I don't love the lace, then we know, okay, we have like 20 other ones that have the same fit, let's try some different laces on, or let's try a satin or something like that. So you'll work with the stylist one-on-one the whole time, and she'll help you pick out the perfect dress.
Perfect. Sounds easy enough.
We try to make it super easy.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
If I was a bride, I would definitely come here to,
Well,
to get a dress.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, you know, I've never put on a dress, but the more that I'm here, I kind of want to try one on just once, maybe
Yeah.
not. So you kind of talked about it there a little bit about a bride maybe wanting more lace or less lace or something that doesn't fit their body style, I guess. So are there any rules, I guess, that go for types of dresses for specific body styles?
We don't believe in the rules here at Sophia's because some people, you know, they may have bigger hips and they want to show it off, where some people may have bigger hips and want to hide it.
Yeah.
So it all depends on what you're looking for and what you want out of your dress. So we always say just come in open-minded, have some ideas of, you know, your favorite things you want to show off and the things you don't want to show off, and we can help hide that. So we wouldn't say like, oh, if you're an hourglass shape, you should wear something fitted, because some people may not want to show that shape. So they may want something A-line that flows over it so you don't see it as much. So it's totally up to the bride and what they want, and you know, we want them to be happy first and foremost. So it doesn't matter what we think, it's what they think.
That is always most important.
Yeah.
I try to kind of convey the same point in my wedding photography, where I wouldn't want somebody to come in and just get the exact same photos as my last bride did.
Right.
Definitely try to make it unique and personal to them for sure.
Yeah.
So how far in advance should a bride be picking and deciding on their wedding dress?
So that's a great question. This is always something that really throws people off, and it's hard because you're usually only a bride one time, so you don't necessarily know the biz. So our dresses take 4 to 6 months to come in, or can take 4 to 6 months. So everything's custom ordered. You come, you find it. We have like one or two of each dress depending on the dress. You try it on, fall in love, we size you. And
Switch sides again. This thing is way heavier than I was expecting. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So we size you and order the exact size and color combination that you want. So different dresses can come in different colors too. So we help you talk through that process and see what you want. So then we can custom order the dress, and it's made just for you. So some of our designers carry stock, so we can get it faster, but some of them only make it once you order it. So it's made just for that person.
Yeah, that's
so it's really
obviously gonna take
special,
longer.
yes. And we can also measure like the length that you need, so you don't necessarily have to get a hem at the end, and that saves a couple $100 in hem work and all that stuff. So some of them can take 4 to 6 months. Plus, then you'll want time for alterations afterwards. So we say if you can shop, you know, 8 to 12 months ahead of time, that gives you plenty of time to not feel stressed, not have to pay rush fees, all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I really, obviously, like, since I've never purchased a dress before, I had no idea how long it would take.
I know, it's hard.
It's obviously important to get in here quick and get your wedding dress before it's too late. 'Cause I would imagine that rush fee is not very friendly.
The rush fee can add up. We also do carry like a pretty good selection of dresses that we could sell right off our floor. So those you would take home, but you'd have to be okay with the size and color and everything that it is when you get it. So you can always alter certain things. Obviously, you're not going to alter like a size 20 down to an 8, but you could alter a 20 down to a 14 or 12. So we work with you on that too. If you have a quicker wear date, there are some designers we can get in like within a couple weeks, but it just makes it a little bit less options for you.
Yeah. If a bride had to do, this thing is so heavy.
I'm not that important.
If a bride decided to get a dress here that was a size or few too big, do you guys do alterations here?
We do not personally have an alterations person on staff, but we have like a list of about 10 people that we work really closely with all over the city. So we have kind of options for no matter where you're coming from.
Perfect.
We do have one girl who comes into our store and does like fittings here, but then she takes it back and does all the alteration work at her store.
Okay.
So we have that option for people on Monday evenings. She comes in. But
Just something to be aware of.
Yes. And you can always alter things. I mean, we've seen people do crazy things, taking like a ball gown to a mermaid, all kinds of stuff. So you can do crazy things, but we try to make it, you know, you get the dress that you love how it is.
Of course.
So that it's less expense afterwards.
Yeah. Speaking of picking out the dress that you, I keep doing this. Speaking of picking out the dress that you love and that you fall in love with like right away.
Yeah.
Do you find that there are any new trends in wedding dresses compared to, like, if I look at a photo album of my mom's wedding, it's like she's embarrassed, like looking at the wedding dress. You know what I mean?
But she loved it then.
She loved it then,
Yes.
yeah, of course. But like now, a bride would not wear the exact same dress. What are some trends that are happening now that you find a lot of brides enjoying?
So one of our favorite things is just sleeves and straps right now. Everybody's loving some like a more of a sleeve, more of like that classic look, which is really fun. But you can really make a big, this is actually the rack right here of those sleeve dresses.
Oh, look at that right here.
I mean, you can find some really, unique
set this up perfectly.
Straps and sleeves that can give you like, this is not, you know, your mom's sleeve here.
Yeah, no,
it's like a
no,
super
it's not.
cute, different lace, very boho. We have some that are really vintage. We've got some that, like, this is like a nod to the 70s. So cute.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I could totally see how that has a very 70s feel.
Yes, and then we have like this one, which is amazing, super sparkly.
A little more elegant.
Very unique.
Yeah.
Has like a big open back. So we love being able, we have, we've seen a ton of trending towards like really simple, no lace, no sparkle, like really simple, sleek, modern looks, which we really like too. That's definitely coming. I feel like the Midwest takes a few years to get all the styles that are in New York right now, but it's trickling and we've got a lot of brides asking for that right now.
Okay, yeah. I love it. I love it. And if the sleeves aren't what you're into, I mean, there's a million other dresses here. There's so many. There's so many. One thing that I know used to be popular, I'm actually not sure because again I'm not used to wearing dresses, but preserving the wedding dress I know used to be a big thing. Is that still an important thing that a bride should be looking into? And how does that work, and what do you do to help that?
Yeah. So we definitely have a lot of brides preserving their dresses after the fact. So we work with a company that's been around for over 100 years. They can guarantee that their stuff won't yellow and fade for 100 years because they've actually been around for 100 years to know it. So it's pretty impressive. But basically, you bring your dress back here, we package it up, we send it to them. They'll do like minor cleaning and repair on it that they see. We'll like mark spots that we know. They'll clean the dress fully organically, so no chemicals or anything like that. And then they package it up into a nice little box you can put in your garter or your veil or whatever accessories you want to add into that box. They'll seal it airtight so that it won't yellow and fade. And they'll send it back. So they can either mail it here to the store or they'll mail it directly to the bride, depending on how they want to do it. So we do that a lot here, and it's definitely still really popular.
Wow. Yeah. I wouldn't have guessed that. If I get like any stain on my shirt, I just throw it away and just.
Well, you didn't spend $2,000.
That's
on
true.
Your shirt.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
that's
a wedding
probably
dress.
Part of it. It's a little bit more of an investment. And we all have visions of our daughters wearing it, or at least playing with it, or using part of it, or something. So I think it's still like something in there that we just hope that that's going to happen.
Of course.
So.
If I spent like any sort of large investment, I definitely want to keep around for a long time.
Yeah.
So I could see.
And otherwise, you're just
that.
stuffing it in your closet, and that just takes up tons of space either.
Yeah.
So we got to do one or the other.
It would be much better to put it in an airtight box that looks. Yeah, of course.
It actually keeps it quite smaller than it would be hanging on a rack usually.
Yeah.
So
my wife still has hers hanging in our closet, and it takes up half
bring
the
it over,
closet.
and I'll help you.
Sweet. I will have to do that. Is there something that I didn't ask you today that you want to make sure that either brides know about wedding dresses or what they should be doing?
Our biggest thing is just to come in and we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel like yourself, confident. We're big on making sure that you are relaxed and having a really good time. We want it to be enjoyable and we want it to be fun. So come in with an open mind. We always say it's almost like falling in love because most people don't come in expecting to find something.
Oh, really?
So it kind of takes them off guard. So come ready to fall in love with the dress. Come with the friends and family you want to be with you. Come ready, with an idea of how much you want to spend and those sort of things, so that when you fall in love, that you can actually like enjoy the moment and not be like, oh, but I didn't bring my mom. Oh, but I didn't, like we want you to really feel like you can enjoy the moment and have that moment. We have so many TV shows right now telling us what the moment should be.
Of course.
And they're not always the same for everyone. So feel good in how you're experiencing it. So come in. You may not cry. You may bawl. We all do the same thing. So
I cried at my wedding. I didn't think that I would. So yeah, you never know.
Just never know. It kind of catches you off guard, and people who come ready for the moment really enjoy it because it is a really special thing to be part of it, and we're really lucky to be able to facilitate these exciting moments.
I was just gonna say, you've really set up a space that really makes people want to enjoy what it is that they're doing right now, because this is not a small decision that a bride would have to make. And
we always say it's the most self-expressive garment you're ever going to wear, so it's a big deal to pick it out. It's a big deal to have it and wear it, and it's something that you'll remember forever and ever. So we want to make it like a special moment, even just finding it.
Yeah,
So.
Well, you've done that for sure.
Thank you.
Jessica, I really appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
Why don't you tell brides where they can find your store online and how they can book an appointment?
Sure. So sophiasbridallandtux.com. We're on all the social media things on Instagram. We're Sophia's Indy, I-N-D-Y. So we would love for you guys to follow us there. On our website, you can book an appointment directly from there, or you can call us here at the store. It's 317-222-5465. And we'd love to have you come out and take a look.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I think I'm going to look for a dress to try on before I leave. And then
I'll make sure to get a picture of it.
Sweet. All right. Say thank you.
Thank you. Bye.